Alright everyone, let's see if we can get into this Basi Monster, pinned up by Potti314 and kindly sent to me by Trick Pony Lockpicking. Now, where I live, this lock is in the upright position in this way, but where Potti lives, the lock is in the upright position this way, and I've heard him say that it's against his rules to pick them for him would be upside down. And now this is a Euro cylinder, so it's entirely fair to say that that's the upright orientation for it, and so that is the orientation I should pick it in. Even though it's much more difficult for me to do so. So let's see if we can do it. That'll be a big challenge on its own, just picking a lock for me in an upside down orientation. Getting some clicks out of there already. Seem to have a progressively deepening false set thing going on here. All right. And we're open. Okay. Let's see if we can get it apart. Very enjoyable lock to pick. Potti seems to know exactly what makes a fun lock. Lots of good feedback, rolling around on spools. Really fun, really enjoyable. So these things always have I always feel bad about having to bend these Euro C-clips. If you guys have a better way of getting them off, I'd love to know about it. I try to do as little damage as possible on them, but I always seem to bend them up a little bit, although they're more or less pliable, so I've noticed that you can pretty much bend them right back to the position they came from, and it doesn't really harm anything. So let's come down a little bit for a close-up. Okay, keeping this in the frame. Pin 1 looks like serrated a little bit. Pin 2, serrated spool maybe. 3 looks like an hourglass. Oops. 4 is serrated spool. 5, one out of the, oops, 5 no. 5, okay. And behold, the Sparrow's pinning tweezers. By the grace of Supalama, who said, and I quote, "I am sick and tired of watching you use those chopsticks," which is a perfectly fair assessment. Alright, so now let's see. And there we go with pin 1, just barely sticking up enough to get the tweezers on. Pin 2, let's see, spool. Actually, let's knock the springs out at the same time, because this. Alright, so pin 1 has a very small spring. Pin 2, more or less standard spring. There's pin 3. Also, just barely enough. I can't even get my tweezers on it. So, there's pin 3 and its corresponding small spring. Pin 4, and that is a normal spring, and pin 5, which is a spool with its normal spring. Okay, so let's see, what do we have? We have threading in chambers 2, 4, and 5. There's the keyway. And in here we have threading in chambers 1 and 3. We have light springs in chambers 1 and 2, and a mild, I don't even think there's serrations on that. There might be a little bit of scoring on there, but that's it. Standard key driver spool, looks maybe like a commercial scoop spool, and then very nice, very nicely done serrations on this key pin in position 2. Again, this one looks like an hourglass, so it gives you that kind of progressively deepening false set. And then we have some more nice serrations on the key pin in position 4, and also nice serrations on the key pin in position 5. Looks like a spool, another larger spool, standard spool. All right, that is the Basi Monster by Potti314. Kindly sent to me by No Trick Pony Lockpicking. I would like to do a giveaway. It's another one of these Pacific locks donated by Ith Baumgard. These locks aren't made anymore. They're not a particularly challenging lock, but since they're not made anymore and they're kind of a unique thing just to have in your collection, kind of fun. So throughout the video, you'll see a little Easter egg with a question in it. I'll go ahead and answer that question in the comments below. And if you answer it correctly, I will get your address and send you this lock. All right, thanks for watching, and thanks so much, No Trick Pony, for sending me this lock. It's wonderful.